Our next and final award this evening is the Leadership Award. During World War II, the Nisei soldiers inspired America as the Army's gold standard and showed the world what it meant to go for broke. When the Nisei veterans returned from war, they continued to lead the Maui community with the strength of their character and the integrity of their actions. This award recognizes individuals who have led Maui forward with the leadership style of the Nisei. This year we have changed the name of the Leadership Award. From now on, the Leadership Award will be known formally as the Hiroshi Arisumi Leadership Award. This year the award is sponsored by HouseSmart. And at this time I'd like to ask Mr. Leonard Oka, Director Emeritus, to share a few remarks about this year's recipient.
I look good with glasses. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm noted for talking very, very long, so excuse me as I introduce this recipient. I know Gary Nakama will be timing me back there. But all I was thinking about it is that if I talk a long time, then the recipient just got to talk a little bit shorter. When asked to speak on the recipient of this award, I was a little hesitant. Joey, can I see with this glasses? Not that he wasn't very well deserving of this award, but because he's so deserving of this award that I didn't want to screw it up. Let me begin with a quote that I found. You've got to do your own growing, no matter how tall your father was. This individual was born to a man whom many respected and followed. He was a leader of men and someone who accomplished things at the highest level. This is hard to follow and live up to. But let me repeat that quote again. You've got to do your own growing, no matter how tall your father was. Our honoree definitely lived up to his own high standards and improved his own worth. Let me share some words that describe our honoree. And listen good, okay? Because you guys got to think. Dependable. He does not seek titles and awards. He's just a worker. He's not a talker. He's just a doer. He is a meticulous planner and will always provide notes as a report for everything he does. This is helpful in planning for future events. Achiever. He has his degree, a Bachelor of Economics, Master's of Business Administration. He was a successful contractor. In later part of his life, after age 50, he got a teaching degree and started teaching it. So he kept on achieving. Imagine, after age 50, I cannot even read the Maui news today without falling asleep. Volunteerism. Rotary Club of Maui, I think it was Maui or Kaului. Maui Sons and Daughters of the Nisei Veterans, and of course, the Nisei Veterans Memorial Center. Next word is intelligent. He was able to move on to a second life. I said life, not wife. With diligent study skills. He was able to earn a degree in teaching and started a career after age 50. Devoted. One of his greatest and most admired attributes is his devotion to wife and family. He's a dedicated husband, father, and grandfather. If any of you can figure this out, it's like a puzzle. I used the words that spelled out the name of this year's recipient of the Hiroshi Arisumi Leadership Award. Dependable, achiever, volunteerism, intelligent, and devoted. Spells David. Or you guys good, honestly. I thought by now you guys could be all sleepy, but you guys are right on. Thank you for listening to me. So, can I call up David Fukuda at this time? And can I also call up his wife, Judy, to come up also? Judy, please come up. You guys all know what I'm saying, you know? In front of a good man is a good woman. Okay? I changed it a little, right, Judy? A modern woman walks in the front. Okay? Paul is here also, you know? Because the award is sponsored by HouseMart. So David and Judy Fukuda. You guys gotta listen to me some more, okay? I only use those 5 descriptions because I have to spell out DAVID, okay? Okay, and also I didn't want to make it too obvious by telling you guys too much in my introduction because it was a secret for David, yeah? And Judy was a good secret keeper. I don't know what else secret she's keeping from David, but okay, but you know, I wanted to use words like generous, that begins with a G, so that doesn't fit in David. And energetic, that begins with an E, but that wouldn't fit in David either. So I'll keep those, I'll share those a little bit down. Okay, I just wanted to share a few more things about him, okay? I know Gary's still timing me, but every organization needs good volunteers. Not sure if all of you know, not sure if all of you know that David comes every Tuesday and Thursday morning to maintain the grounds at the Nisei Veterans Memorial Center. Through his efforts and inspiration, he even got Donald Ito and Mark Mizuno to regularly maintain the grounds. So you guys will see, if you guys get up that early, I don't get up that early, so I don't see them too often. But if you guys pass by, you guys are going to see them all working over there. Don't you agree that these 3 men have done a really great job at the center? Do you remember that David's first major project for the Nisei Veterans Memorial Center was a chairmanship of the fundraiser kickoff dinner at the Wailea Intercontinental? It was Intercontinental at that time, that long ago. Okay, we were able to fill the ballroom with almost 1,000 veterans, dignitaries, and other supporters. Did you know that it was mainly through David's diligence and over 19 Maui veterans of the 142nd were approved for and awarded with Francis Chevalier de la Legion d'Honneur. Said it pretty good, yeah. He even put together applications and qualified 2 additional World War II veterans for the awards. David, thank you for making 21 of Maui veterans and their families very proud. Another did you know? Did you know that David, along with the Nisei Veterans Memorial Center staff, has created all of those great exhibits that most of you have visited at the Education Center? His history background as a teacher, what's history? Huh? No. I never get a chance to fine-tune these things because they just came back from a trip and I wanted to ask Judy to verify these things, but so, excuse. His history background as a teacher came through in the planning and development of most, if not all, of the exhibits at the center. Thousands of Maui students and residents have gained a greater appreciation for the accomplishments of our Nisei veterans during war and back home in our communities. I mentioned the G word, generous. Through his and Judy's own contributions and those of their children, who they have taught so well to be upstanding individuals in their own right, the Fukuda family has donated over $100,000 towards the building of the Nisei Veterans Memorial Center. I could say so much more about David, but I will end thanking both David and Judy for all they have done for our Nisei Veterans community. Again, I would like to repeat the opening quote. You've got to do your own growing up, no matter how tall your father was. Don't you all agree that, like his dad, David has also proven himself as a great leader? Thanks to his leadership, our generation, with their help, our generation, the legacy will continue. Thank you, David. Now you only get 30 seconds now because I used up all your time.
Thank you, Leonard. It's really nice to have this award named after Hiroshi Arisumi. Hiroshi and I have taken many drives down the road when he was unable to drive. I'd take him to the board meetings, and we'd talk about things, and it was like a second father. He thought just like my father in terms of wanting to do something for veterans, particularly those that were left behind in Europe. And I know my dad felt very strongly about that. For me, the awards are pretty hard to come by. I remember way back when I was nominated for the Buster Shim Award, the Chamber of Commerce Volunteer Award, and down the road I asked, who else is being nominated? Hiroshi Arisumi. Didn't get a chance for that. Then I get a call from Claro Capillo from Mayor's office. Said, Elmer wants you to put your name in for the office committee on ethics. And so I was smart, I asked right away, who else is going to be on this nominations? And he said, oh, Father Orsini. I was then a roofing contractor. But this is a real nice award. I thank Leonard and Hiroshi for putting together this fantastic center, which gave Donald, Mark, and myself a job. And the going after history. Each one of you has to try that. It'll take you down that story that you was talking about, finding stories and finding heroes in our communities, stories that we can pass on to our kids. And I think that's really an important part of our lives. Lastly, 50 years with her. Put a lot, and every time I get to this point of getting too involved, she manages me to get me back in line, and that's where we're going into our next phase in life, and really enjoyed these last 10 years, and always keep it close to our hearts. Thank you very much.